So, my friend Rita O'Hern Smith is with us live this Friday afternoon with a story to end all stories, as I like to say. And Rita, thanks for taking a couple minutes to talk to us this afternoon.
Oh, glad to do it.
You have been involved in quite the animal rescue over the past several days, and I want you to just give us the story. And we're hearing the puppies chirping in the background. You've put them all in a room so that we can have some quiet, which I think is hilarious.
Yes.
In this house.
In my house.
It's never quiet in my house either. So tell us a little bit about what happened with this pup that was fished out of the Ohio.
Our page, Kentucky Lost and Found Pets Network, got a message Tuesday night from a lady named Deb, who has a rescue in Granite City, Illinois.
Granite City, Illinois.
One of her volunteers' husband was on a barge going through the Ohio River, and they were going through the McAlpin locks. And his name is Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Mike sees a little dog in the water with a leash, and it is drowning.
How in the world could he have seen a dog in the water from a barge? That's crazy.
I have no idea. Especially, it was my understanding that it was probably late at night.
That's amazing.
And this dog is mostly black and white.
And it's little.
And it's tiny, yes. So, I guess with the permission of the barge captain, they fished the little dog out of the river.
Incredible.
Before it went under, brought it on board, and then he contacted Deb and said, "What do I do?"
What do I do with this dog that came out of the river?
Page, and it just so happened that the other administrator, Bethany Billick, was awake and saw the message come in. She said, "I'll post it." So it was posted on our page as this dog was found in the river. Then when I get up the next morning, I get a message from Deb that the captain wants this dog off the boat.
Well, first of all, between the locks and wherever this happened at this time, they couldn't stop the barge. The barge had to keep going.
No, you can't stop the barge.
So they go on to where? Cincinnati?
Cincinnati, which actually I found out the docks are on the Kentucky side in Hebron.
Right.
So one of Deb's friends, her name is Marilyn.
Mm-hmm.
Marilyn knew a rescue person in Paris, Kentucky named Marcy Smith.
Mm-hmm.
And Marcy had a friend in Florence, Kentucky, which is close to Hebron. So she called Barbara. Barbara went to the barge. Now there was only a window from 12 to 1 to pick up this dog. If we didn't pick it up from 12 to 1, it was going on to Catlettsburg.
Dear God.
Which is in West Virginia, or on the West Virginia border. Which I looked on Google, it's about a 4-hour trip.
Dear God in heaven.
So Barbara from Florence, Kentucky picked up the dog, and she kept it at her house, but she could not keep it overnight due to her animal situation. So she called Marcy again in Paris. Marcy drove from Paris and picked up the dog in Florence and drove it back. So at 1:30 a.m. Wednesday evening, Marcy and I finally connected and made arrangements to get the dog back into the Jefferson County jurisdiction.
Astonishing.
And you know, we're messaging back and forth all day long, trying to find out who all these people are. We don't know each other. We've never heard of each other.
I think I've counted 9 or 10 people already involved in the rescue of this animal.
There were many other people, because the post obviously was shared on Facebook, and there were many other people who were trying to find their friends in Cincinnati too. But we had this 1-hour window to get the dog. And people were going, "Well, I know this person in Cincinnati, and I know this person." But it was crunch time.
Right.
Get the dog off the barge. Or somebody's going to West Virginia.
Somebody's going swimming.
So Marcy and I connect. The dog is having a few issues, throwing up, gagging. You can only imagine.
Yeah, river water.
River water, and there was probably no dog food on the barge.
Oh, I can only imagine what they were feeding. You know, barge food is supposed to be pretty good.
Well, Well, Mike, I think, was pretty, animal savvy. I think they just gave it water and a bed, maybe. So now Marcy took the dog to the vet. yesterday morning, got some tummy medication, let the dog just chill, rest, recuperate, decompress. And I am driving to Lexington tomorrow to meet Marcy, to pick this dog up, bring it back into Jefferson County jurisdiction.
Hi, honey. You're home.
Hi,
Is this live?
This is live. And then I will take the dog to Louisville Metro Animal Services and get his photo up on the website officially.
Right.
We have already notified them, the Jefferson County Police and the Jeffersonville Police were all notified just in case this dog fell off a boat with an owner.
Right.
Metro was notified that this dog was found in the river, but we don't have anything official yet because it's not in Jefferson County.
Well, and several boating groups are now aware of the
Yes.
fact. Cindy Tandy has alerted some
Cindy put it on
sailors.
the sailing.
Yeah, and some friends of mine who are sailors or rowers have put it in there, so that's good.
Yeah, if anybody can think of a group. The only thing I think we haven't done, there's a possibility the dog fell in from some of the walkways in the West Louisville area.
Sure.
Could have, and so I don't think we've got it on the Portland neighborhood pages yet.
And believe it or not, this was not on the Falls of the Ohio side of the river. This was
Thank
on the
God.
Locks side
Thank
of the
God.
river, because if it had
Yes.
gone over the falls, who knows if it had gotten out of that wish-wash and
There's
survived.
such a log jam over there.
Yeah,
too.
it's terrible.
So, and it's hard to say if it came from the Kentucky side or the Indiana side.
Right.
My feeling is probably the Kentucky side, but it could have started anywhere from Cox's Creek,
Yeah,
from the Belvedere,
yeah.
or anything that you can walk along in West Louisville.
It could have gone down to the river, with its owner for a drink of water and,
Exactly.
turned its back, and there we go.
But it was definitely 5 minutes, and we were out of time.
Yeah, I'm surprised the dog didn't drown.
So
Wherever it went into the water, I'm surprised it didn't drown.
Marcy's nicknamed him Nemo.
Nemo. What's the plan when you get this dog back? Because I've already had a number of people say, I'll give the dog a home.
I've had a lot of people who are interested in adoption. Right now, we're on sit stay. Get it into foster, get it, totally vetted, make sure it's healthy.
Right.
Find the owners, hopefully. Wave TV came out today to do an interview. Hopefully we'll get it on the news. That might be helpful,
Good.
especially for a southern Indiana reach. And then when I bring the dog home, I will foster it here in my home
Good.
for the legal stray hold that Metro requires.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, I'm not sure.
Well, it's going to end up with a good home. We don't have to worry about it. It's either going to go back to its terribly bereft founding family, or it's going to have a new family. It just depends on what the outcome is.
Right.
We don't have to worry about the dog. It's not going to be euthanized or anything like that.
Oh, no.
A lot of
No,
people
that's
have
not a
very, very
possibility.
bad information about what happens with Louisville Metro Animal Services, and that's not the case with this dog.
Oh, no, not at all. They do everything to return dogs to owners with the help of many, many lost and found people.
Like
on
yourself.
Facebook. Well, and just the people who watch those pages are just instrumental in watching and sharing and looking, and a post will pop up from a friend of a friend, and all of a sudden it ends up on the lost and found page, and we find the owner.
So for those of you who are watching, please share this broadcast for the benefit of anybody who might possibly be looking for their little black and white fuzzy dog who weighs about, 12 pounds, you said?
He's little.
Do you have a picture of him?
Um,
Pull it up on your phone for just a second, and let's put that picture up in front of the screen, and that way we can actually show people what this dog looks like for those who have not seen it on Facebook. And we're calling him Nemo, even if that's not his name. We really have absolutely no idea what this dog's name is, but we know he's a tiny pup. He had a collar and a rope. That's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. That's his little face.
And he did have a collar
He looks
And I
like a
think
mini doodle or
He
something.
does, but he doesn't in other photographs.
Interesting.
Which we are going to leave off of Facebook for owner identification.
Yeah, I get
He
it.
does have a collar that can be identified.
Good.
Unfortunately, his leash may be still on the barge.
Sure.
So the owner will have to provide some concrete proof.
That it's his or hers.
And what we usually tell people is provide photographs, family photographs, vet records, you know, down a little
Yep.
bit.
No, you can take it down. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, vet records, pictures of the dog with the family at various holidays when you have
There's
those
some
photos
identifying
taken.
characteristics
Yep.
that only the owner would know.
Right.
Um,
Excellent.
so hopefully with this media blitz, we will find his owners.
Let's hope so. I appreciate it. Well, we've got some big dog lovers on here now. Catherine Callahan with HSUS is watching. Mary Kay Corfage, Mary John Sleddy, Jennifer Hutchins is tuned in. Terry Prater, Francis Weinstock, Leslie Adams, Marcia Robertson with Shamrock, Melanie House Mansfield, Maureen O'Keefe, Dawn Birch, Nikki Kelly, Debbie Hossman, Julie Harity, Nancy, Dr. Janice Scott. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And Rita O'Hern Smith, thank you for your outstanding work always on Kentuckiana Lost and Found Pets Network.
Thank you, and thank you for the public support of all the Lost and Found pages.
We appreciate you.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Rita.